Family. I am on Instagram and Facebook at the same time, so don't worry if you think it's bizarre, but I'll be mainly on Instagram, and then on Facebook I'll look at your comments. It's the private Facebook group. Hello everyone, hello. Crystal is here. Yes, yes, fantastic. The family's meeting. We love you. Hey, I love you too. All right. Oh, what a day already. I had a good day. How was your day? Sending love and good vibes your way. Thank you. So, one thing just to make sure everyone gets it. If you're on Instagram right now and you would like to join our private Facebook group where we begin to just do super fun stuff, help each other, support each other, I teach you more, I answer questions, we're having so much fun already, and it's a new group. Please sign up, and you sign up, you're going to be invited to this private group, and to be invited you need to sign up on the link in the bio. So you click on the link in the bio if you're new here. And I don't know, I see there's Frenzy here. Yes, I don't know if there is any new person. There is Jam Marinde, I guess she's new. Vegan, I like your name. So there are some new people. Just make sure that you join us on Facebook group. For that, click on the link after the Instagram here, and there is a link in my bio. You click there, you're going to have 2 emails immediately. One inviting you to Facebook group, that's the private invitation. The second one is full of gifts. And finally, my book that is inside of the gift page is the cover has been uploaded, the real cover. We had to learn so much about the covers, you know. It's interesting when you do upload a new book on Amazon and create space. There's lots of little details that, so it delayed it, but today we have uploaded it. We're waiting for the agreement, and we should have the book tomorrow available for print version. Yahoo, you know. It's just been a 2.5-year journey, so I'm about ready to see this book physically. Thank you. Yes. Yeah, I'll give you a synopsis of the book. It's called Abundance on Demand, and it's my research and study in the last 4 years on money blocks, on what blocks abundance into people, and the unconscious, the role of the unconscious beliefs, with lots of examples, and how to find them, how to neutralize them using MAP, this new method in the field of psychology. So I talk about the science of MAP, the science of how to change beliefs. I talk about magnetization. I talk a lot about the whole thing, the history, how I came to be so motivated in life to find the simplest, easiest way to manifest a change in your brain, to rewire the brain. My deeper story, so you will learn a lot about me and a lot about science and everything else. So it's a really good book. People have just loved it, and I'm just now looking forward to seeing the physical copy for the first time pretty soon. Hello, yes, from Croatia, welcome. California, yes, you're in the house today, yeah. Boston, we have Judy from Boston. Thank you for telling me where you're from. It's one of the tradition. I'm going to try to find a pen. Yeah, I have. Judy from Boston, I don't think I've ever taken your name, and I have this big map here on my side, and I put a little pin on everyone everywhere in the world that comes from Instagram, and I write your name, and when you come often I'll know your name, and it's really family here, so you're all welcome, you're all loved and welcome, and I can only know you better when you ask questions, and I can connect and find out where you're from. So Boston. I used to live in New York, really close to Boston at one point. I mean, a few hours. So I remember it's such a beautiful city. Do you talk about bridging the gap between science and religion? All right. I didn't in my book directly, but that's kind of a good question. All right, let me write this question down, because what I do here is I answer those questions. They are genius, and after that I answer them written down, and I will write them in the Facebook group, in the private group, so we can accumulate all those written questions. So yes, so first of all, the difference between science and religion. So let me give you another way of asking this question. There is a difference between religion and spirituality. And then once we understand the difference between religion and spirituality, then you will see the connection between spirituality and science, because right now they are melting, they're completely melting. Quantum physics is completely joining the law of attraction, the spirituality, the world, that there is this infinite love out there, and that we are love energy, and that we are source being, and all of that. But religion has been built by and created more or less, it has been filtered through. The information that was gathered was filtered through humans and created rules and separation. So the traditional religion is often creating a dogma, literally, a belief system, if you want, that separates those people from those who are not. So there is always the belief in a religion that you are the best, and then the others are missing out on something or are separated from it. Unless you are getting into a new type of alternative religion that are more open-minded and beginning to believe in everything is spiritual, everyone is spiritual, everyone has this beautiful opportunity to create life. And so it depends where you come from, but there's also a whole spectrum in the religious, especially in the United States. It's so diverse. It goes from one extreme to the other extreme. I mean, so all those are, I have, for example, a client that used to be a Mormon, and she left that religion, and she told me actually only a few days ago, she said, Colette, it just came to me when you told me you don't need religion. What you really need is spirituality. Is connect with your spirit, connect with your heart, grow your love, those core principles, you know, of life. It gets down to very simple things. It's like, I love myself and I love others. Now, if you can summarize your life that way, you are at the top of spirituality, because it's all about love. All right, they had it right in the 1960s. You know, it's all about love, truly, but a true love, love without condition, love without the condition of you are in this club or you're not, or you are in this religion or you're not. No, we love everyone. And in this group, in our Facebook group, actually, we stand for different things, and we stand for the idea that everyone is welcome, every religion is welcome, every viewpoint is welcome, as long as it's open. There is openness of possibilities and respect, you know, and so that's all there is. So religion is very, sometimes, you know, and more often than not, limiting and isolating people in an illusion of a reality that there is only that way, that is the right way. And that's really the core of a religion. It's been built by humans. There is power involved. There is a lot of benefits, and for those at the top who have created those religions at the time, there is some manipulations, you know, of crowd, and we can see that in the Middle Ages in France, you know, with the religion and the king and all of that. So there is that, and that was old. I would feel like it's the old vibration that's leaving the planet right now, because less and less people are really adopting that really strong viewpoint of being righteous and of being the only one who have the truth. You see, spirituality is completely open. It's the opposite of it. It's everyone has their viewpoint. They are respectable as long as they are, you know, in love and helping each other love each other. That's it, you know. And really, that's the essence of it. And now spirituality goes bigger. It means that you're not just a flesh body. You have this source energy being, and you're connected. And that's where science comes in, connected with the field of infinite intelligence. So you're connected with this field of pure love and light, that everything has consciousness. Every object, every plant, every rocks, every person, every cell. Even I was listening to a channel yesterday, and every photon has its own signature, has its own consciousness. Everything is consciousness. So when you come from the point of view everything is consciousness, then you want to respect. You want to respect the tree, you want to respect the animal, you want to respect the humans. You know that behind any conditioning of the mind, any belief systems that were just conditioned into our unconscious mind, just, you know, bags of beliefs in our brain. That's all it is. Beyond beliefs, we have consciousness, and consciousness connects us. So I think that's the connection. Religion is a belief system that has been learned and conditioned from other people, from readings, etc., from the outside world. And it creates belief system in the mind. Consciousness and spirituality goes beyond beliefs, recognizes that beliefs can change. The proof of the pudding is with MAP, for example. We can clear a belief like that. Like 10 minutes ago, I treated someone and we cleared a massive belief about life in 5 minutes. So really, beliefs don't exist. They're just vibrational thoughts that we keep thinking and anchoring and strengthening. And at one point, you think there is only one thing, that's the only reality. But when you back up and you observe it as a belief, then you realize it's just a belief. It's a viewpoint in life. So that's where spirituality comes in. It comes into the level of consciousness that we are in. And thanks for the love. And so as you're connecting more with others, with this field of infinite knowledge and love, and that you feel connected and intuitive, that you develop your intuitive abilities, so you realize that we are all interconnected and we are all one, and there is no separation actually, then you join science. Because the latest of the latest science is that we are one. We are all interconnected in the field of quantum field. There's this field of infinite intelligence, where there is no limitation of time and space, where I just heard that the Chinese were able to do quantum entanglement. That means it's literally teleportation. They were able to tune into a different frequency at a different time and space reality and shift a photon from one space to another instantaneously with no traveling in between, just by tuning into the right frequency. So physics is now completely supporting spirituality. And that's beautiful. And there are tons of books about it. You can see Greg Braden and Joe Dispenza even, you know, so there's lots of research and science and all of that. So it's a beautiful time to live on this planet right now, because it's a time where we realize we're one. And that's, you know, also the theme of our Facebook group. That's why I run this Facebook group, because we are family, we're one, we can connect and we can co-create. And I love, like, for example, Nicolai had the idea this morning to put a little survey of who reads what. You see, we're helping each other already. And that's what I love. So we're here to just enhance each other's lives and support each other. Let me read a little bit the comments here. We have Margaret, who's on Facebook. Hello, Margaret. You're on the Facebook Live. I am on Instagram, so don't worry if it feels a little bizarre. I am on Instagram, and I'm reading all those extra comments on Instagram. Yeah, I have 2 devices. I double. I found technology so fun. So let me look at that. Oh, there is Anne here on the call, which she's from New Zealand. Soon to be a map coach, like a map practitioner, like Margaret is in Australia, and she's also soon going to be a map practitioner. So welcome all the mappers out there. And can't wait to the physical copy of your book. Yeah, me too. I mean, I'm going to hold it. It's been like such a journey. Oh yes, you want to see my map? Okay. The thing is, it's going to be not, I can't do the 2 devices at the same time. So the ones who are on Facebook, unless I turn around, and you see the map. You see this map. Voila, that's the map. That's the map. And when I go close, one day I'll be going close, you'll see the map. So let me go back, yeah, I need to put the devices again in the correct place so that Facebook is seeing me too. All right, so I am Oz. I love Oz. Okay, from Los Angeles. Hello, Oz. Glad to join the family. Love all of you. Yes, yes, yes. And I think I saw you in our Facebook group. Are you already in the Facebook group, Oz? I think so. If you're not, that's easy. Remember, click on the link upstairs on the bio in Instagram, not in Facebook, but in Instagram. Manifesting All Possibilities. You click in my bio, the link there. Boom, you get 2 emails when you sign up to the page. 1, the invitation to the Facebook group. 2, a secret page with tons of gifts in it, including my bestseller book. So really, you got it all. So please go there, make sure you sign up. So when you say the map, did you talk about, yeah, you talked about the physical map, yeah. I'll go a little closer. What I can tell you is we have people from South America, Brazil, Australia, New Zealand, Finland, England, Scotland, Switzerland, Croatia, Serbia, Turkey, Bulgaria, South Africa. So you see, I know my map now. And in the US, of course, California, tons of places, even Canada. I'm missing a few. So that's really cool. Yes, exactly. Oz is saying, thank you for your answer. It was full of love. Isn't it the solution for most things in life? You know what? This is where we are going. We're going in the 5th dimension. A dimension with love is going to be the only answer. And I think it's already the only answer. Love is about, it feels so good because that's who we are. It's not something we have to learn or something that's outside of us. It's our true self. When you go deep dig, you dig, you clear those. That's why I love MAP, and I bring MAP on the planet with all my practitioners. We're bringing MAP, Manifesting All Possibilities, to clear, to help people release those heavy backpacks, those conditioned beliefs that block their heart, literally actually block their heart to love. So once you clear, you know, the unforgiveness, the anger, the resentment, the pain, the fear, all of that, you naturally light up and you naturally get into a space of complete love for yourself and for humanity. And that's when happiness is at the highest level. So there's nothing more delicious than love in your heart. There's nothing else that counts. And we are all going in that journey. And that's why I love the fact that we're joining together into this Facebook group, the High Vibe Tribe, because we'll have more opportunities to love each other, to support, to celebrate the wins, you know, to just learn more. That's really, you know, and clear more. Judy's here. She said that you agree 100%. Yes, Judy, thank you. Yes, love is always the answer. I have a best friend, Tara. Her name is Tara Love. She's a singer. Oops. She's a singer in, she has been 6-time nominee at the Grammy Awards. She's an extraordinary singer. I think it's T-E-H-R-A-H. Tara, I always don't know where the H goes, but it's Tara Love. And she's one of a really good friend of mine. She went to my very first retreat in San Diego, and she was singing for us on the beach, in the house. It was so marvelous. And I think of her because she has a song that says, "Love is the answer." She has a beautiful song she's written called "Love is the Answer." So I was just thinking of her right now. We are love, exactly. This is who we are. It's yesterday I was again listening about this channeler that talks about the Chinese discovery of quantum entanglement, or what's called also a teleportation. They have designed the very first teleportation experiment, and this channeler, Adronis is his name, was talking about it's the very beginning of a new technology where we'll be able to teletransport, and our cell phone will be just old stuff. Within 10-15 years, this technology will be out there, and we'll have like a way to teletransport to China anytime we want or something. I don't know. That's going to be really, really cool. But he was talking about how it was going to be done. And he said that every photon in your body. Now, listen, what is a photon? Do you know? It's light. Okay, it's light. So our electrons and photons and protons, and you know, but photons are literally light. So our cells have been known to send light and photons all over the universe. So our body is resonating with light. There is light inside of us. So we are light. I mean, even in the physics, when we try to connect the physics and spirituality, I tell you, it's coming all together. Science is saying you're full of light. You are full of light. You're made of photons. And when those photons come together into a structure and a signature of a certain frequency, that's what we do with our mind. We align, they were able with a machine to align a series of photons to another time and space vibration. Because it's like time and space is like it's literally a mathematical formula of a matrix. So you imagine a matrix, the connections are time and space, and there is actually a vibrational signature of that very specific location. So if you vibrate with that location, that's boom, that's how we are going to be able to teletransport. And that's what we're doing with the law of attraction. We are using our focus of attention, and we are feeling so strongly the vibration of where we want to go, that boom, it doesn't go as fast as that. We're still in the third dimension. Sometimes it's instantaneous, but it's instantaneous in terms of thoughts. Like very quickly you get an idea, for example, an inspiration, an impulse. All that is very easy to come to you. In the third dimension, it might take time to get to the new home you want to create or whatever. But vibrationally, that's what you're doing. So when you magnetize every day, you're tuning into the frequency of time and space of that reality already. And it already exists. And as you keep tuning into it, at one point you have practiced enough that it's your major vibration, and boom, the world has to deliver. And that's where it's miracle zone. You know, someone thinks of inviting you to a beautiful home. Yesterday I had this session actually with Margaret in the Magnetizing Million group, which is where I teach and I do map session. This is the only place I have actually right now where people can actually work with me personally in mini groups. And so in my Magnetizing Million, we clear beliefs around money and around abundance, around success, but also around anything else you want to create and manifest at the end. You know, it's the same methods. So she was telling me how she manifested this gorgeous home that she had magnetized a while ago. And after 3 weeks of being in that home, she suddenly realized yesterday, said, oh my God, I magnetized that 3 months ago or 6 months ago. I don't know when she did. But you know, there is a time lag, but it was exactly the whole list of what she wanted. The most beautiful view, you know, outside, gorgeous views, the most luxurious home, the many bedrooms, as many as friends as she could get into this home, and everything like that. So you see, you do manifest, and that's how we manifest, is by tuning into that time and space, that specific frequency that has a feel to it. And as you become completely focused, you literally quantum leap, your timeline, I call it jumping timelines. You literally jump a timeline. And it can be very fast sometimes, and it depends on your belief system, of course. If you believe that there is a process that needs to happen, then it slows down and you have to go through the process that you believe you need in order to get what you want. But the reality is that reality already exists. We are already whole. Every possibility in the universe already exists in this field of infinite possibilities. So the possibility of you getting $300,000 in your bank account tomorrow exists. Is the belief that blocks you from resonating, because you have a belief is another thought that you're resonating with much more than the new thought, the one that you really want. The belief is a thought that you have really actually, how do you say that with muscles? You know, you have really exercise that belief so much so that now it's so strong, so powerful that it creates your reality. Well, in order to create another reality, you will have to let go of that belief. That's where map comes in. You neutralize a belief, and then now with magnetization, you reinforce, you practice a new belief. Thanks for the love. All right, let me read your questions and answers here, because yeah, a little bit. You know, it's not a novel, my book. It's real. I was actually 2.5 years ago, I was trying to write this book for the more general population. So I did talk a little bit about the universal and the field of infinite intelligence, but through the quantum field. I try to make it more like a bridge for people who are having to learn even that their unconscious mind is running the show. You know, the people from the street is like, oh, I'd like to have more money. And recognizing that they have belief systems that are so strong, so anchored in their unconscious mind, that they need to clear that. They need to do some inner work. Because the programs that they have accumulated in their brain computer from the beginning of their lives is creating their world over and over and over and over again. It is how everyone gets in a rut. So I wanted to wake up people to the thought that, oh, I have programs inside of me, and the good news is there is a way out. And also you can rewire your brain using magnetization. But in my work here now, and I have evolved also, but really in my work here now in Instagram, that's where I am completely, you know, open to everything I absolutely have experienced. And in the private group too, and in my work now, it's definitely all about the law of attraction. But the book was more like an entrance door to it. It was not centered around it, because I wanted to be able to, for example, I have a coach in Canada, like someone who is very close to a coach of Olympic athletes right now, waiting for my book to be printed to give it to them so that they know about MAP. Now, if I had been going too much into the law of attraction, might have blocked out that possibility to open these people up. But as they read the book, then they want to know about MAP, then they learn about the law of attraction, and then they end up getting into the free gift page and into the, you know, and they end up learning, you know. I wanted a bridge, and however, I wanted it to be more scientific in basis, which is great because it will, you know, calm your mind. I was explaining MAP from a very scientific perspective, the brain, the neuroscience. But there's only a chapter of that, and you can pass through it, and the rest is just all really how do you change, you know, how do you grow, and my story. So Judy says, I don't think your book talks about energy sensing, to feel people's energies, to feel plants. No, it doesn't. You're right, Judy. You know, I would like to write about 20 books. It just took me 2.5 to get this one out. So I need a break, but I'm ready to. Already my designer actually has designed 5 different covers for different subjects about, you know, on demand, you know, spirituality and love and abundance. I have the abundance one, but I want to write other books that will open and be the bridge for many people. So yes, you're right, sensing energy, sensing intuition, sensing people, all of this is when you connect with your true self, when you meditate, when you quiet your mind. And to talk about that, I have this huge intuition right now. It's been exactly 3 times now in a row that I need to talk to my designer. My designer is supposed to do something, like correct one of my cover, okay, the cover of the book. And she doesn't, I don't hear from her. About 4 or 5 hours later, 6 hours, she said she would do it at 10 a.m., at 3 or 4 p.m. it's not done. And I still don't feel like texting her. And then at 5:30, suddenly I get out of it and I click my cell phone and I say, hey, Desiree, I call her actually. And she said, hi, I'm just sitting down about to do your cover. But right there, like I clicked on the computer, I'm on. She said, I'm sorry, I had a client, etc. And I understand. So, but that happened like 3 times. Like today, that happened again. She was supposed to give the cover yesterday night at 4 p.m. Well, it didn't come up at all during the night, and this morning it was not there either. So I am feeling into it. So no. And then suddenly I say, oh, I want to text my designer. I text her and gling, within 3 seconds, she pops up with the cover in my Facebook Messenger at the same time. I say, yeah, I just finished it. Yeah, thanks. You know, we're like complete timing. Instead of calling her or texting her like 5 hours before and being on her back, I just follow my intuition, and it was the right timing that confirmed yes. So it happened 3 times in the last 4 days. So I can tell you it's like at questions of minutes, like 1 minute away from the time she was actually working on it or sending it. Really interesting. We're all connected, isn't it? Oz says, let's all send love. Click on the heart. It's 3 guys and girls. Yeah, okay, that's cool. That's a good idea. All right, so Oz has done it. 1, 2, 3. Well, let's do it with me. And you can do it on Facebook too if you're following me. We're going to click on the heart and I cannot do it, but yeah, 1, 2, 3, let's go, everyone. Launch your heart. I see them on Facebook. Yay. Here we go. They are coming. Thank you. What a good idea, Oz. Thank you. It's all about love. You see, that could be a nice little tradition here that we are just creating together. I see tons of loves in Instagram. Fantastic. Oh, Nikolai is here from Bulgaria. Hi, how you doing? Hello. So let's see. Say yourself. Yes, love yourself. Oh, I like that. Love yourself. Love yourself. Yes, man, Oz is an organizer. Come to the, I hope you are in the Facebook group, because you can just give those ideas to everyone. It's going to be fun. We're just going to have Love Fest. Yes, it was a random idea while listening to Alan Watts. Oh, cool. Look at that. Yes. Sweden is here today. Yeah. Such an inspiration, Colette. Thank you. You're welcome. Yes, yes, it transcends. We are all transcending right now, going to the next level. Oh, Nikolai, you were talking about, thinking about teleportation. Well, we have a proof. China has done it scientifically with a few photons, but that means it's possible, and they are going to go and go and go and grow that. Look at that. That's another synchronicity. Actually, I was reading the newsletter from Daniel Scranton. If you go in the Facebook page, thanks to, there is, I think it's Nikolai who did that. You had the little questionnaire of, there is like a little, yeah, questionnaire, I don't know. I don't have the word here coming up. About what do you like to read? Well, I wrote down Daniel Scranton. It's my daily routine. I mean, I take my breakfast, I read Daniel Scranton newsletter. And he was talking about there will be much more synchronicities than ever before, because the entire universe has lined up now. The energy is so much more lined up. Due to our own lining up, because we are holographic, okay, so we are all lining up, so the universe is lining up, and now we're going to get more and more and more synchronicities. So Nikolai, you're just observing that coming. Exactly. Oh man, you did that. Yes, Nikolai, 10 years ago you wrote about it. Yeah. And this channel, which is called oh, I told you at the beginning. Well, it will come back to me. The one, Adronis, the one I was listening to yesterday that talked about teletransportation and says that, you know, in 15 years from now, our cell phone will be like a gate to the next, let's go to Florida. Boom, here we go. You know, that would be cool. That will come. Everything is possible, absolutely everything. There is no limitation, and the only limitations are in our mind. That's why I've been so obsessed my entire life. How can we change our mind? How can we change our belief systems? And that's what I've become an expert in. I believe me, meet people for a reason. Yeah, we meet people for a reason. Hi, Sheridan, nice to hear you. Yes. Everything happens for a reason, absolutely, because we create it. And there are two levels of creation. There is the ego, the small mind, or the physical mind, if you want, and the higher mind, let's say. So the physical mind sometimes has desires that are, you know, limited to whatever this physical mind can imagine, and are more centered on the self. But there is also your soul. And your soul has made decisions before you came, has made some big decisions. And so you have two types of manifestations. And sometimes, no matter what happens, you have manifested it, either consciously at a lower physical mind level or unconsciously at the soul level. All right, so we are time to do the big hug. Nice to meet you. Yes, it's so much fun to have people from all over the world here. I just adore that. Yes, when people energy. I'm glad you could add up. Daniel Scranton, let me write it down, but I wrote it down in in the Facebook page, you know, our private group. That's what I said, what I was reading every day, Daniel Scranton. So you'll go to the Facebook group, you look at the little survey. Yeah, that's the name I was looking for, survey. Nikolai put together a survey. There was Nicolas, I think, I don't remember exactly. There was Nikki, Nikolai, Nicolas, I'm not sure yet, but one of them. And I love the survey. Go there and survey, because we want to learn from each other what we love. I'm so happy I magnetized Chris. Yes, Jan, you did. And I magnetized Chris too. You see, it's funny. We both magnetized him. And that connected us, yes, together, absolutely. Francie from Germany. Hello, Colette. Do we stay positive and happy and in vibration when we are sick? Ah, that's a good question. When you're sick, you know what? It's harder for a few reasons. The biggest reason is that it's so easy. The easiest thing in the world is to observe what is. To observe your body, to observe what you see, to hear things, to use all your senses to tell you how to feel, what's going on. So if you're in pain, your senses are saying, hey, I am in danger, it's bad, bad, bad. So it's very hard for your brain to dissociate and say, you have to learn non-judgment and say, okay, I'm not in pain, it's just a sensation, or it's okay, it will pass. You have to use a lot of thinking to think well, to be able to take your attention away from it, of any physical sensation, and focus dramatically and intensively on what you want instead. So it asks for a very powerful will and decision making, that you are going to feel better no matter what. You're going to decide to focus on what you want. That's where your power as a creator comes. You need to develop the will muscle, really. And it's not about willing things outside of you or controlling anyone. It's about controlling your own thoughts and your own focus. So it is harder, but it's a great exercise. You know, it's your soul can put you in a place where you can say, okay, let's play with that. Let's focus on what I want instead. Let's forget about this pain. Or let's, you know, do a map session, or clear anything I can around that, so that I can focus on what I like. And there is a story, I don't remember his name, perhaps someone will remember here, who healed himself by laughter, by watching movies. So he was sick, you see, but what he did, he used movies that were so funny that he laughed all day long. First of all, laughter is a major, major healer vibrationally. Second of all, he was putting his attention on fun things. And he didn't have to put all this attention on his body and his illness. And that he got healed, you know. So that's the importance of focusing. All right, let's see what we have here. What did she say? Nikolai, the name is Nicola, the real one. Oh, okay, great. It's not with the real name. Okay, so yes. Susanna is here, yes. When we are change our vision of everything. When do we change our vision of everything? Susanna is from Brazil. Welcome, Susanna. We're always happy to have you here. Cold showers helped me develop more willpower. Wow, that's definitely one. I'm so glad I found Wim Hof. All right. Okay, I will focus on my desires instead of the physical pain. Absolutely, Frenzy. Absolutely. Now remember something. I'm going to answer, I think, Susanna, you're thinking about the same thing. We create, the only way we create, it's very, very, very simple. It's your attention. The word attention. Your attention creates. That's it, period. There's nothing else that creates. So, attention is the energy that you get from source, and through the filter of your identity and the filter of your mind, now you have a certain amount of source to direct, and your attention is, every day you are awake. When you sleep, you're not focusing and you're not creating. But as soon as you're awake, every second of the day, your attention is on something. And right now, your attention is on here. Our group, how feeling good, new thoughts, and it feels great. And that's why our Facebook group is important too, because it directs your attention in the right direction. And anything else, any pain, any negative thoughts, any negative news, any negative books, anything else that attracts your attention affects your creations. You have to remember the rule of 17 seconds. For 17 seconds, you have the luxury of observing and focusing on anything you want, negative. It's not going to affect your world. It takes 17 seconds before it's like a motor, you know, like a car. It's like, before it goes. You have 17 seconds before any momentum is created. So for 17 seconds, you can blame anyone, you can be angry, you can do anything. After that, a new thoughts come into your mind. And that thought is exactly the same vibration. So now you have 2 thoughts, and then 3 thoughts, and then boom, 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 boom. Now you're in a momentum. After 68 seconds, you're strong enough to actually begin to affect your world. The good news is you can turn it around positively. When you do a meditation, and you do, for example, a smiling meditation, what you do is you're staying 17 seconds, a minute, 2 minutes into a state of bliss. And that affects your world positively. And the good news is also is that positive energy is really is said to be 1,000,000 times stronger than a negative. So it's okay, but right now actually negative energies in this planet are not, I would not advise that at all, because the speed of the planet vibration is so accelerated that now things come back to you. The boomerang is faster and faster and faster. So every time you spend 17 seconds focusing on something, you're sending a boomerang, and it's going to come back to you. And you don't realize it. It comes back as a thought. Oh, it feels good today. You know, you have a positive thought. For example, you appreciate something in someone. And you appreciate it, and you appreciate it. And then a minute later, boom, and then you see something you appreciate on TV, and then pim, and then you click, and then you go somewhere, and someone smiles, and you love that person, and you appreciate that. And you don't realize it, but you're in a complete positive vortex. And that's what it is all about. That's why we meet every day, because we want momentum. We want to create momentum. And that's how we create momentum, is a daily practice of feeling good. And beginning in the morning, as soon as you wake up, do your smiling meditation. All that will be in the free gift page as soon as the team has put some music on and put it on YouTube. In the background of YouTube, it's not always produced, but I produce it first. Lately, I'll go putting it directly in the Facebook group. As soon as I have something, I'll put it in the Facebook group before it's even publicly shared. So that will be the easiest thing to do, so that you can all check it out. But when you have the smiling meditation, you smile in the morning for as long as you can, a few minutes. It brings your momentum for the day. It affects your day. All right, let's see. Frenzy. Okay, I will focus. That's great. Why do we get sick? It's mainly... Oh, you have so many good questions. Let me write some of it so I can answer them. Why we get sick? Okay, that's a great one. Then how do you, feel good when you're sick? And then the other one was religion. Yes, I wrote that one down. Yeah, you're asking so many good questions today. It's fabulous every day. So, yes. So when we are sick, our vision changes in bad ways. You're right. Because it's easy, because we are just observing. As soon as you observe more than 17 seconds your pain and you begin to think of, oh my gosh, blah, 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 any negative thoughts, you are becoming a magnet of that, and it's easier and easier and easier to think negative. So that's why the whole journey is to become aware as fast as you can and make the determination to change the past, to look for a past that feels better. Slightly better. It doesn't have to be big. It's like, you know, you're going up a mountain and you have a choice. Either you take the one or you take the other one. And it's going to be, first, it's going to be a slightly different for a while and then really different. Laughter is so good. I found listening to meditations and chakra healing sounds helpful since I had no energy when sick. You're right. And it's such a good idea. Listening to great music, to chakra, to meditations. You have no energy when you're sick. You have no energy to think. So you can meditate, trying to quiet your mind. That's perfect. Listening to great music, healing music. All right. Vienna, hello. Bettina, hello. It's been a while. I have to tell you, we have this, I don't think you are in the group yet because I've not seen you this week, and I've not seen you for a while, Bettina, I think, from Vienna. I've not seen you for a while. Perhaps you were there and I didn't see you, so forgive me there. But we have now a private Facebook group, Yahoo. This is it since the beginning of the week. And in order to get into it, I sent an email to everyone who was on the list, who had been in the private, in the secret page. So Bettina, you should have received an email and hopefully you have already joined. I'm not sure if you joined yet, but if you have not joined, please join us in the private Facebook. Check your emails. About 2 days ago, there's an email from me, Colette, at Map Coaching Institute, inviting you privately to that. If you have forgotten or you don't see the email, sign back again on the top of Instagram in the little bio link, the link that's in the bio. When you sign up, you'll go back to the free gift page, but immediately now, that's something new, you receive an email inviting you to the secret, it's not secret, but it's a private group. So it's almost secret, but not. All right, Martine, hello. I love that you joined us, Martine, in the Facebook group. Good evening. Yeah, sorry you're late. Your work is very busy. I'm thinking of you. Great. Yeah, that's perfect you're joining. We're going to do the hug. And we need you over there in the Gold Coast of Australia. Even though when you're not there, when you're working, you are the light over there, and you hold a vibration. You hold, it's like the Olympic light, you know. You hold the big light in that place of the world. All right. Yes, Bettina, I love you too. Join us in the Facebook group. Always first thing in the morning. That's great. Yeah, that's true, Martin. You're sick. Sickness is a physical representation of an emotional and mental block. Actually, I could do some awesome thing in the Facebook group. I have a resource that's pretty rare with just all associations of the physical and the mental and emotional. And once in a while I could post, because it's such enlightening to post and to find out what are the thoughts that creates the physical. Because it all comes from spiritual discordance, not loving yourself. Then there are emotional, mental discordance, beliefs that are blocking you, that you're not powerful, or negative beliefs. Then it goes to the emotion, you feel bad, and then the body reacts and begin to create that tension. And I have plenty of stories I'll give you next time, but we can do, yeah, a whole series on body parts and what are their significance. It's going to be really fun. Yay, one more. I am in the group. Yay, you are awesome. All right. Yes, I saw you too in the group, Vitilius. I was in a great mood, in love, had anyone, traveled, and then boom, diagnosis. Yeah, that can happen too. You know what? Then that might be a spiritual experience. That never take yourself as a victim. Consider yourself as the source of everything that happened to you. So you say that your soul has decided and chosen this experience at that time for a big lesson, for something extraordinary. So behind it, you will have something extraordinary because your soul is asking for the next level of self-love, of love of others. You want to begin by forgiving everyone on your list. There is some inner work to do that will free you up. But definitely look into the lesson. Some people were diagnosed with different things and then they realize they appreciate life ever better than ever before, or they get closer to their relationships, or they make a big shift in their lives because they were too concerned about something and not enough about, you know, connecting and loving. So it's a time of introspection and of love and forgiveness and tons of good stuff. So you're about to break through into another level of consciousness, and you can say congratulations, and it's going to be a journey, but we're here to help you, to support. Crystal, I have good news. I reached 1,000 followers on Instagram. Yeah, I'm so freaking excited and grateful. Congratulations. Yahoo! Everyone says yes. And yes, Crystal, fantastic. Because on the evening, yes, Bettina, I have seen that. Oh, you sing often. That's true. You're a beautiful singer. And oh man, we need to meet one day. Oh, you know what? Thanks to the Facebook, please post one of your songs on the Facebook group now. Bettina, we can actually hear you. Yeah, that's the benefit of the Facebook group. So please post. Okay, promise me. I want to hear your opera and your beautiful songs. Yes, absolutely. It really helps me stay happy all day, every day. Fantastic. I think of you, and I will message this weekend. I am talking to the people from the Department of Psychology about your research, but it's taking a while. It does, because we are flooded with students right now. Thank you, Martin. Yes, and I do know the time. There is right timing. It's all good. I'm so appreciative of your thoughts and ideas about MAP, and yes, I so appreciate that. And your husband, you see, things are going to change. You see, you have more support, you have more love. There are benefits and things that you needed to experience. Absolutely. We're going to see you be at the top of the world at one point here. Oh, you have been watching all the videos. Great. Thank you, every one of you. All right, it's time to do... Thank you, Susanna, for the love map research. Yes. I will do that now. Some little video from the other day. Yeah, sure. We're here to help you and to listen to your songs, and you're going to have the best audience ever. Yeah, open the world up to MAP. Yes. Martin, yeah, that's true. We are all... I tell you, the book is helping. That's why the more you share the book, people... That's why I didn't want to do a book just on MAP, but taking the abundance viewpoint would attract more people, and then they would look and realize, oh, MAP is the method that can help them. Okay. Fantastic. So let's do the hug, because we're going to be interrupted. We have 31 seconds, actually. So we're beginning the hug. When we get interrupted, I'll jump back in, okay? Everyone on the call here will be in. So Farah in San Diego and California. We're going to Martin in Australia, on the right side to New York. and to Jackie, and to London, and to Bulgaria, and to Croatia, a little bit in between. I think we might have Finland with us. You're joining us. All right, we're back. We are back here.